We spend a lot of time thinking about threats from the outside world, things you can see, things you can prepare for. But what we're going to talk about today is a totally different kind of enemy. It's the one that's already inside, working against you in total, complete silence.
I mean, really think about that for a second. What if the biggest danger you'll ever face isn't something you can run from because it's already part of you? A catastrophic failure being planned piece by piece inside your own body, with absolutely zero warning signs. That's the chilling reality we're diving into.
All right, let's open our first case file. This is an invisible force that almost half of all American adults are living with, and a huge chunk of them don't even know it. We're talking about hypertension.
Now, it sounds pretty straightforward, right? But it gets its nickname, the silent killer, for a very good reason. See, hypertension is not something you feel. There's no ache, no obvious symptom. It's just a constant, relentless pressure, day in and day out, wearing down the very plumbing of your body.
This right here, this is the number that matters, 130/80. That's the line in the sand. So that top number, the systolic, that's the force on your arteries when your heart beats. The bottom one, diastolic, is the pressure between beats. When your numbers are consistently this high or higher, it means your body is in a constant state of high alert. It's lost its ability to rest.
So what's actually happening on a mechanical level? Well, all over your body, these tiny little arteries called arterioles start to squeeze shut. They tighten up. Now your heart, which is just this incredibly powerful muscle, has to work so much harder to shove the same amount of blood through a much smaller pipe. It's like trying to force water through a hose that someone is standing on. The pump is under constant strain. And this is the terrifying endgame. All that pressure eventually weakens the artery walls. They start to bulge, creating an aneurysm. The silence is finally broken when it bursts, a catastrophic internal explosion. And as this quote makes brutally clear, by the time you actually feel a symptom from this, it's often because the worst has already happened. The warning isn't a warning at all, it's a conclusion. Okay, let's move on to our next agent of sabotage. This one is all about a slow, quiet takeover of one of your body's most critical command centers. And again, it does its work with almost no one noticing.
So we're talking about NASH. It's the really aggressive version of fatty liver disease. This isn't just your liver storing a little extra fat. No, this is an active inflammatory process. Your own immune system is attacking your liver cells, causing damage and scarring. And just like with high blood pressure, you can be completely unaware that this battle is even raging inside you.
And this is what that battle looks like over time. It can start when the liver gets overwhelmed with fatty acids. This flood of fat triggers inflammation, which then causes damage. And over years of this silent attack, the healthy, smooth liver tissue on the left gets replaced by the lumpy, scarred tissue you see on the right. That's cirrhosis. And at that point, the damage is done. It's permanent. It's a war that was lost before you even knew you were fighting. Now, what's so critical to understand is the timeline of this invasion. In the early stages, when it's just fat buildup or even early inflammation, your body can fight back. The damage is reversible. But there is a point of no return. Once you cross that line into cirrhosis, it's a one-way street. That window of opportunity, the chance to turn things around, it just closes, usually without ever giving you a single sign that you were in trouble. All right, our third silent saboteur goes after something incredibly precious. It doesn't make your eyes red, it doesn't cause any pain, it just quietly steals your vision. It takes it piece by piece, starting from the edges and working its way in.
I mean, this quote just nails it, doesn't it? Primary open-angle glaucoma is the perfect thief. It is stealthy, it's slow-moving, and it causes zero discomfort. By the time you start to notice that something is wrong, like you're missing things in your peripheral vision, the damage is already severe, and you can't get that vision back.
And here's the hard evidence of the crime. On the left, you've got a healthy optic nerve. That's the main cable connecting your eye to your brain. Now, look at the one on the right. See how the center is bigger and paler? That's a process called cupping. It's physical proof that the nerve fibers are literally dying off, usually because of high pressure inside the eye. This destruction, it happens in total silence, long before you ever notice that first little blind spot.
Sometimes the problem isn't a total lack of signals. Sometimes it's that the signals are false alarms, or they're just misleading. It's like your body's emergency system is speaking a language you were never taught to understand, and that miscommunication can lead to a total system failure.
We've all seen it in the movies, right? The classic heart attack scene.
Someone grabs their chest, complains about their left arm, and falls over. But for so many women, that's just not how it happens. The signals their body sends are way more subtle and dangerously easy to just brush off.
Just look at this comparison. Instead of that dramatic, crushing chest pain, a woman might just feel incredibly tired, or nauseous, or have a dull ache in her jaw or neck. These are 100% real heart attack symptoms, but they don't match the story we've all been told. And that's a deadly misinterpretation of the body's SOS signal.
Let that number sink in. Almost 1 in 3. For nearly a third of all people having a heart attack, the so-called classic symptom of chest pain is completely missing. This is not a rare thing. It is a tragically common reality. The body is screaming for help, but it isn't using the one word we've been trained to listen for.
And you see a similar story with type 2 diabetes. It's such a slow burn system failure. The signs creep up on you. Are you feeling a little extra thirsty lately? A bit more tired than usual? Maybe some tingling in your hands or feet? It's so easy to explain those things away. Oh, I'm just getting older, or I've been working too hard. But all the while, on a microscopic level, high blood sugar is quietly wrecking your nerves, your blood vessels, your kidneys, everything.
So if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's that our bodies are incredible at compensating. They can take an amazing amount of damage before they finally send up a flare. And that means feeling good is not, and I repeat, not, a reliable sign that you are good. And this quote just brings it all home. You can walk around for years, even decades, feeling totally fine, all while something like high blood pressure is setting the stage for a massive stroke or a heart attack. In these diseases, the silence itself is the most dangerous symptom of all. So we're going to end on this one, really unsettling thought. Right now, this very second, untold numbers of people are literally going blind. Their livers are failing, their arteries are hardening, and they have absolutely no clue. It really forces you to stop and ask a pretty tough personal question. What might your own body be trying to tell you in the silence?